Okay, here we go with a look at the Eotech 518. In this video, I'll give you a close look at the red dot, go over what comes in the packaging, and kind of talk about some of its features. This is the outer sleeve of the packaging. Got some information, made in the USA, transform your arsenal. Comes with a nice hard plastic case. Probably a little beyond what I think I would need for a optic. Comes with a quick reference guide, and that's like a laminated deal, plastic, so it's going to get wet and it's not going to fall apart. Got some product registration and the 2-year warranty explanation. And here's your site. I believe that's all that comes with this. Yep. So I'll set this off to the side here. Alright, so essentially this is kind of like a cross between the 512 and the EXPS2. It's got the power source of the 512, but it's got the quick detach release lever and the controls on the side of the EXPS2. As is common with Eotechs, you press one of these two buttons to activate it. If you press the down button, it will auto shut off in 4 hours. If you press the up button, it will auto shut off in 8 hours. So, activate the site, and the down button, once it's activated, decreases the brightness, and the up button increases the brightness, and it is very capable in bright sunshiny days. I mean, it's too much for this room here with the fluorescent light and not having any sunshine competing with your reticle. But I really like the Eotech reticle here, the circle with the little hash marks on it and the 1 MOA dot. It's just a really clean reticle. And to turn the sight off, you just press both buttons. So you've got your adjustments for windage and elevation. If you need to make an adjustment to your latch, if you need to loosen it or make it more tight, you would adjust this screw, and that adjusts the tension that is put on your latch. To change out the battery, pull this lever up, and that releases the tension on your battery pack. And you can pull that up, and you've got 2 AA batteries that fit in, and you got a little diagram showing how they're supposed to be oriented. Take and rock them into place here, and then this captures and holds it into place. Let me show you what it looks like installed on an M4. Got our AR here. Let's demonstrate that the firearm is safe to handle. No ammunition in the magazine, nothing in the chamber. Handling a safe firearm. So let's go ahead and begin. So installing it, you need to press this little lever, throw your latch out, place it in the Picatinny slot that you want it to be in. There we go. And then when it's got the proper amount of tension, you just press over and it latches into place. Now obviously that went on pretty simply for me because I already had my tension pre-adjusted. If you go to put yours on for the first time and you feel like you're just really putting the pressure on and it just won't latch, it's too tight, you'll break something. What you need to do is come over here, loosen up your tension, a couple clicks, and you may have to give it a couple guesses. Go a couple clicks out until you get it to the point where it will latch in place. Ultimately, you don't want it rattling around, so if you've got it too loose and you latch this in place and it's still all sloppy on there, you can move it, take it off again, tighten it up one, and just kind of inch your way till you have the correct tension so that when it latches on, it's on there nice and secure. Remember, you don't want to force this closed. If there's too much tension, you're going to break something. So be aware of that. I like the look of the 518. There's a slight gap here. I like the elevation. Alright, so I'll show you the co-witness here. It's a lower 1/3. You may not be able to see it very well here, but it's a lower 1/3. So you can still use your iron sights without removing the red dot. The two things that I really appreciate about this model is the power. It's easy to find AA batteries, and if anything happens to the Eotech and you need to take it off so you can more easily see your sights, it comes off with that quick detach throw lever. Now I'm not sure about the actual internals, if the 518, the 512, the EXPS2, the EXPS3, if all of those internals are going to be similar as far as like the holographic projection and all of the electronic components. I know that the 552 and the EXPS3 have the night vision capacity, but I wanted to find out if all of the internal electronics are exactly the same between the 512 and the EXPS2. I went to call Eotech to ask them that simple question, and anytime I tried calling, I could not get anybody to answer the phone line, and when it would prompt me, their little automated system, do you want to speak to somebody in sales or technical support? Press 1, I'd press 1, it would disconnect the phone call. So I suspect if you ever had any issue, or if I did have an issue with this right now, I'm kind of wondering how good the customer service would be, considering I can't even get them on the phone to ask them a simple question about the product that I purchased. But anyway, I do like the way that this thing performs, and hopefully I don't have any issues with it. I think it's a great sight for my Spikes Tactical Billet M4 build. It's a big world out there, and we're bound to run into a shady situation. Until then, keep your gear on you.